Good morning. This is your 3-minute global update from Headlining Hub for Thursday, April 23, 2026. Diplomatic efforts are meeting heavy resistance today as Lebanon and Israel enter a second round of high-stakes negotiations. The talks have sparked a fierce debate across Lebanon, with citizens torn between the hope of ending decades of bloodshed and the fear of betraying core national values by engaging with a long-standing adversary. Meanwhile, tensions in the Strait of Hormuz remain at a breaking point. Following yesterday's seizure of 2 cargo ships by the Iranian Revolutionary Guard, the maritime corridor is under a cloud of uncertainty. This escalation comes despite the ceasefire extension granted by President Trump just days ago, leaving the status of regional peace talks in limbo. In a rare move of public condemnation, Pope Leo, speaking from the papal flight, has officially denounced the killing of protesters in Iran. The statement follows recent criticism from the White House regarding the Vatican's previous silence on Iranian internal unrest. International security and domestic policy. The European Union has signaled its expectation of a protracted conflict in Eastern Europe. A new $106 billion loan for Ukraine has been approved, but with a significant shift in strategy. The vast majority of these funds are now earmarked for military hardware, rather than humanitarian aid, aimed at fortifying Ukraine for a long-term defensive struggle. In the United States, 2 major stories are hitting the Department of Justice. Internal records reveal that despite tough-on-crime rhetoric, the Trump administration has cut over 4,000 positions across top federal law enforcement agencies. Scrutiny is mounting following reports that the FBI investigated a New York Times reporter over an article involving a government official's personal life, raising concerns about the potential criminalization of routine journalism. The global supply of AI chips is under threat this morning. Tens of thousands of Samsung electronics workers are rallying at the Pyeongtaek complex in South Korea. The planned strike over compensation levels could severely disrupt the production of critical hardware. In a blend of sports and politics, U.S. officials stated they do not object to the Iranian team competing in the upcoming World Cup, though individuals with ties to the IRGC will be strictly barred from entry. McLaren has announced a completely new car design specifically for the Miami Grand Prix. Additionally, all eyes are on London-born Seydou Traoré ahead of this week's NFL draft. The former soccer player is hoping to complete a historic transition to the American gridiron. That is the news for now. We will continue to follow the situation in Pyeongtaek and the evolving talks in the Middle East as they develop.